breaking news from Got G Studios. The cat is out of the bag. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake, which is, I think, rolled up all into one game, is a real thing. We did an episode on this a while back when news leaked.
There was rumors.
Yeah.
But Activision finally confirmed it, and I got so excited. I watched the trailer. Dude, the trailer got me so hyped.
Yeah.
But I took a step back, and I kind of have some concerns.
So I think the way it all went down today is I think Tony Hawk himself threw a tweet out there.
Yeah, he released it before everyone else
did. Before I think the trailer dropped, right? So we were like, we're at work.
Whoa.
People are messaging like, oh, did you guys see this? Because they knew that we did the video. And we're typically not a news channel, but if it gets our mommy daddy buttons excited, then we're going to do an episode on it.
And Tony Hawk is one of my favorite franchises, 1 through 4.
Yeah.
3 is my favorite. I see that all the time.
You're obsessed with, like, he's playing through 3 right now again for what, like the 4th, 5th, 7th time? I don't know.
I've played it so many times. I just love it. But, dude, it's such a great time capsule of the game, and my first worry was that the remakes weren't going to be a time capsule. They were going to be new music, new everything. But in the trailer, they did confirm that some of the bands that are in the originals are going to be on it. They didn't say all.
That's the key word here.
Yes, they said some.
This is where I'm worried. Does that mean they're going to take liberties with adding bands, new bands potentially? Or what does some mean? So it lists out some of the bands and it says and more. How many more? Because there's a lot between 1 and 2 that are missing from that list.
And if you go from like the old school punk feel to these newer songs, I feel like it might kind of ruin it. Or it might be good depending on what songs you use. That's a really touchy area to be, Activision.
It is.
But you're set up to hit the ball. And one thing that I am kind of worried about, this looks great, visually looks fantastic, but so did the other remakes, so did Tony Hawk 5, so did all the other new ones, and those were garbage. So visually, it doesn't matter. I'm worried about controls.
Yeah, so from what I understand, they are going to leave the controls the original way.
Fingers crossed.
So hopefully that actually comes to fruition. So I think this effort is going to be the swan song for this franchise.
Yes.
If they do not get this right, the franchise is going to have a hard time digging itself out, because I think it's been since the early aughts, 2005, 6, 7 range, before there was actually a decent Tony Hawk game. There's been a lot of turds in the punch bowl ever since.
A lot.
Yeah.
And they keep trying,
Yeah.
And I know some people like those, and if you do, I'm sorry that you like them.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I get why they kept making them, but it's just like they couldn't perform.
Yeah.
If they don't do this right, it's just they're done.
It's a double-edged sword. If they get it right, this could really make them pop, but if they don't, it could be a bad thing. Now, I do think that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 6 is in the works, because there are skaters who have put out information that they were going to be in a Tony Hawk game that weren't listed for this game, and they weren't retro skaters.
Whoa.
So it's almost like it...
So maybe they're going to release this, and then Tony Hawk 6 maybe on the same engine?
Maybe this is paving the way. So the developers behind this project is the same team that worked on the Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
Yes, which they did a fantastic job on.
They've already got that W up on the scoreboard with the Crash trilogy. I feel like it was a pretty good compilation of remakes, all in all.
It was fantastic.
And then it was a different development team, but Activision did put out the Spyro. So they've got the remake thing kind of down. I feel like we should be pumped up for this.
I am really pumped, and in the trailer it goes showing original footage to the new footage, and it's like, holy crap, that looks fantastic. Overall, I'm 95% excited.
Yes.
And I'm 5% scared and nervous, but
I think you referred to it. Activision, the ball is teed up for you.
Yes, it is.
All you gotta do is hit the son of a bitch.
But
just don't mess it up.
I've been golfing before. Sometimes you miss the ball. So Activision, please don't miss the ball. Please deliver this product. I know so many people are excited. So in case you don't know, it is coming out September 4th, 2020 this year. So we got a couple months before we get our hands on it.
And ironically, once again, Activision has given no love to the Nintendo Switch. Dan, Mia Hurricanes, I think he texted me earlier today that it's dropping at $39.99.
Yeah, it's not a full price game, which is cool because it's 2 games in one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
A lot of the original tracks, again, I don't know that it specified that all of them are in there, but I'm going to guess since that's not a licensing issue, they can't. One thing that I love from the footage, I don't know if you noticed this, but the shoes are sick.
Really?
I
did not
am a
look at the
huge
shoes.
fan of Vans. The waffle soles on one of the kick flips, pans to it, it looks so freaking good. The shoes look money. And when you draw it back to like PS1 and 64, couldn't really tell what was going on with the shoes. They were just kind of blocky. Man, this game, 4K, looks really good. Again, Activision.
You just gotta deliver.
Just don't shit the bed. This is...
We have high hopes, though. We have high hopes.
We're so into this series that this could end up being our game of the year.
Oh, yeah.
If they nail it.
If they nail it. I've been looking forward to this ever since the rumors leaked. It makes me want to learn how to skateboard again. It makes me want to go back and play the originals. And I guarantee you, I'm going to be playing the originals leading up to this just so I have a fresh mind and be like, okay, this is how it was.
Yep,
Did they do it right? So Activision, I'm learning.
So, we got the Yellow Belly. It's an imperial stout brewed with peanuts and biscuit flavors. It's an 11% beer. We have never had a beer from this brewery before.
Yeah, Buxton Brewery.
Yeah, and they are out of Mount Vernon, New York. This is the first foray into a beer from these guys. It looked really cool. So this beer came with this like paper wrap. Has a stamped cease and desist order on it, and I got it from a guy at a beer store that really highly recommended. He's like, man, you guys got to try this, and they had it on display without that. But he went back into the back. He's like, oh, you guys want this?
Yeah, that paper is so cool. What do you think of this?
So far, I really, really enjoy it. So this is an 11% beer. You guys may or may not know this. Usually when we drink the higher end stuff, we split one between the two of us because they're to be sipped and enjoyed. This is a great sipper.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's flavorful. It has that good peanut taste. It has that good biscuit taste.
Yeah.
It's not like a peanut butter stout.
It is
it's
not
overpowering.
No.
But you get that sweetness from the biscuit.
I almost kind of get like a sweet, like almost like a peanut brittle-ish.
Yes, that's what that flavor is. Dude, peanut brittle's so good.
Yeah. But it does have a very bready feel to it. I'm thinking that biscuit that comes in there. This is an all-in-all good imperial stout.
It's fantastic. I'm excited to try more from this brewery. And since this is 11%, this does kind of have a slight burn in the back of my throat.
It does.
It's not too bad, not too aggressive, but I do notice a little bit.
I don't know if you get this either, but on my tongue, I feel like the beer is a little bit oily, like from the peanut aspect.
Yeah.
My tongue just kind of slithering, if you will. I feel like there's an oily aspect to this beer. And I think that burn on the finish for me is lingering a little bit because my throat's kind of got that oily.
Yeah, it's lubed up.
There's definitely a peanut oil type of vibe with this, but I really like this beer.
This is fantastic, and I love how simple the can is. It's just like stamped.
Yeah, it's way cool. So Buxton Brewery, as far as Got G's concerned, you got a 1 up on the scoreboard. We're looking forward to try more beers from that brewery if we can find them. So,
and we're looking forward to try new remakes from Activision, Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
So
please deliver.
This year, 2020, we've already done episodes on, is this the year of the remake? We potentially have a House of the Dead game coming out. We had the Panzer Dragoon stuff come out, which, by the way, we're still waiting on our physical copy. Come on, Limited Run.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on.
But you get the Tony Hawk thing rolling. Don't forget, we've already had Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Yeah, let's not talk about that one.
Just remakes, man. It is just a good time if you're a retro gamer and you got some modern consoles. It's kind of fun to go back and revisit these stories.
It is, and I know so many people that play the Tony Hawk games that weren't gamers, so I think it's going to get them back into gaming again, which is going to be just great for everyone.
Great for everybody. While you wait for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake, to come out in September, dust off your old Tony Hawk games. Get those chops up and enjoy yourself, because those games are still great.
Oh, they're badass.
Always appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. This brewery before.
Yeah, Buxton Brewery.
Yeah, and they are out of where?
I have no idea. Which they did a fantastic job on that.
That means they've got a major F up there on the scoreboard. But if it gets our
what are you gonna say?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have different skills. Not all of us have only one skill set.
Well, in this industry isn't as glamorous as it. Like, I mean, like there was a day and age where, you know, when it was